I love Gabe because he's sweet. He's the nicest guy I've ever met. He takes care of me and Peyton.
Watch this.
To the fullest. I couldn't ask for anything more. So, he's my better half.
She loves to dance. She can't hear music and not at least wiggle a little bit.
We first met when I went to a party of my old boss's, which actually happened to be Gabe's really close friend. And we were all drinking and I was singing karaoke. It was actually Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train.
Well, I went up to her and I asked her if she wanted to go four-wheeling with me after the party that we were at, and she said yes. So
I actually had friends that I was supposed to hang out with, some guy friends that night, and I asked him if he could bring them too, and he was not happy about that. He was not happy. He was like, oh no, like I all of a sudden don't have room now.
So I ended up leaving her there, and a friend of mine gave her my number.
I ended up calling him and I was like, where are you? And he said he had already left, and I said, well, come back, my friends are here, we can fit in your truck.
And I came back and got her, brought her out to the woods. We went four-wheeling for a little bit, and then I left her out there also.
I got a text and it was, did you make it home safe? And I was like, who is this? You know, and he was like, it's Gabe. And I was like, oh, that's so nice of you. You asking if I got home okay.
And after that, we started talking and hanging out, and
he asked me out for like, I don't even know, 2 months, maybe a month and a half. Kept asking me if I would go out with him and be his girlfriend, and I kept telling him no, and finally he stopped, and then I told him, I said, aren't you gonna ask me again? And he asked me, and I said I would be his girlfriend. And that was the beginning.
Hey, hey, alright. Girl, I'm digging on, hitting on you tonight. It ain't a maybe, it's hoping now, wishing I wanna. It's a damn right, hold you tight, baby, I'm gonna.
at the family reunion, I decided to try to get her whole family together and propose to her on the beach. And I got her brother and sister involved, and they set it all up, and I played sick for the better half of the day.
He said his stomach hurt and he wanted to lay down and stuff.
Her sister came and told us that, you know, we've got family photos on the beach, and when we walked down there,
I was trying to get in the photo, and I get around my brother finally, and then the crowd split. So I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, are you guys really leaving? Like, I'm here, let's take a photo. And I look in the sand.
it was written in the sand, "Will you marry me?" and her whole family parted.
And I didn't even know, I can't even really remember how I felt. I just was like shocked and overwhelmed, and I thought I would cry, but I didn't. I guess I was just so like, and I was looking at everyone and they started screaming and cheering, and I turned around and he was there on his knee with the ring.
Working on a long-term plan, gonna be your man, gonna put a little rock steady on your hand.
Peyton is, she's a very amazing little girl. She's way too smart for her age. She's a little sweetheart.
I like my daddy because I love him. I like excited about the wedding that I'm gonna be a flower through.
Damn right, hold you tight, baby, I'm gonna.
My hope for the future 20 years from now would be a nice home in Tennessee, maybe overlooking a lake or something. Second child.
Gabe, I'm ready to be married. I have been for a long time. I look forward to growing old and wrinkly with you. Maybe not the wrinkly part. But I love you, and I hope you love me just as much as you do now. 20 years, 30 years, for the rest of our lives.